Would you be surprised if Tom Brady plays until he's 50?
That 7 years in the future is too long to predict. Like, we don't know if the world's going to be here in 7 years. Let's be honest. But if it is, yeah, there's a chance that Tom Brady will still be playing quarterback in the NFL. First of all, he's a medical marvel, right? Like, the fact that the avocado ice cream or whatever he's eating apparently is doing wonders. The point is that he's entering his age 44 season. He's going to be 44 this year. And he's playing like this. So he's so far off the charts for football players. And a lot of that has to do with also rules changes. You can't breathe on the quarterback. But he's so far off the charts for football players, there's no comp anymore. I can't look at Warren Moon and say, well, he was 41, or Vinny Testaverde or whoever. I have to start looking at other sports. So I look at other sports old athletes. Satchel Paige could still get it done in his late 40s in the major leagues, where he was kept in the Negro leagues for most of his career, but was still effective in the majors in his late 40s. Bernard Hopkins. I was ringside watching Bernard Hopkins. 49, 50 years old. Was he as good as he once was? No, but he was competing on a world-class level. So I've seen it's possible in sports to do it. Julio Franco, 46, 47-year-old, could still hit the ball. I've seen it's possible in sports to do it. Not in football, but in sports. I can't rule it out.
I was leaning in, Max, because I wanted to see what you were going to say about Tom Brady. I think you got enough of doubting Tom Brady over
I'm done.
last calendar year. I'm just saying this. I'm with you on that one. I wouldn't put anything past it. But Tom Brady is not playing until he's 50 years old. Like, he's not channeling his inner George Blanda and talking about being 48, 49, 50. It's just not happening. The nature of the sport won't let him do it. Even though I do think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are set up for long-term success and how Jason Light has built that team, at some point over the course of the next 2 to 3 years, they're going to have to turn that over to another quarterback. It's not happening. Tom Brady is going to eventually fall off to the point where they've got to transition, where it no longer makes any sense. So while I'm with you in terms of wanting to be the last one to the party that's going to say Tom Brady can't do it anymore, I also acknowledge the realities of life in the NFL. This is a really physical game. Even though they've changed the rules, the rigors of a regular season, and now with it expanding to 17 games, at some point, that's going to catch up to Tom Brady.
Also,
he's going to have to step off.
You know better than anyone. It takes a lot to get on the field every single Sunday.
It takes
more
a
years.
lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot of want to. How many more rings do we think he has in him? This year, potentially, and maybe plays one more year and hangs it up, or hangs it up after this year?
Molly, if he plays 2 or 3 more seasons, I'm going to say he's got a really good chance at being able to get another ring at this. He's got a really good chance at it.
Yeah, I mean, the Bucs are so loaded.
The organization is going to do whatever it takes, whatever he wants. And with Tom Brady, he's also looking at it from a legacy standpoint. He wants to try to push it so far out where there's not going to be anybody that comes remotely close to being able to catch him in terms of being a quarterback at the championship level.
Brady, like Belichick, doesn't beat himself. Like when Breeze and Brady, it was a tie score in the fourth quarter, tie game. Breeze had beaten him twice in the regular season. Breeze had 1, Brady had 6. Okay, Drew, what are you going to do? Couldn't get it done. You knew Brady was going to make enough plays to get it done. You didn't know about Breeze. Rodgers had chances in that game, and then he didn't have as many chances because the coach took the ball out of his hands. But you knew Brady wasn't going to beat himself, right? And when you have a quarterback like that on a loaded team, he doesn't, like Peyton Manning won when he had
Why
nothing
don't
left.
you take a page out of his playbook? You always beat yourself. You sit up here and beat yourself.
I know. It is telling that you believe that's the case.
By the A block and then the D block. We got to.
I just want to say for the record, Molly is trying to argue that the Cavs didn't have a big three. When Kevin Love had a max contract, made 2 All-Star teams on the Cavs, and went to 4 straight finals.
I have a text from my husband. He knows more basketball than all of us. Are Kyrie, Love, and LeBron a super team? No, lots of O's. Bron in Miami, KD in Golden State, and with the Nets. That's what I told you.
Well, Jalen disagrees, but he's wrong too. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.